So before we go to you, Marie-Pierre, I would like to involve Mohammed on that discussion. So Mohammed, how should organizations prioritize migration to post-quantum cryptography in space and hybrid infrastructure? Maybe also, because you are a sandbox, some information about the combination of AI and quantum, you know, how that relates. This is part of your core technology.
Yeah, of course. I think maybe I'll answer the second question first. So when we look to apply quantum technologies and AI together to solve real problems. And most of the time when most people kind of mention quantum, they think about quantum computers. But there's all sorts of other technologies that are quantum based. Quantum sensing is one of them. Our CEO just gave a talk actually and explained kind of this concept at another one of the houses where sensors today, an example of a sensor would be like a thermometer, where you have kind of old technology that can sense the temperature in the room and then be able to change it based off of some old technology that takes place. Quantum sensors can do something very similar, being able to sense kind of the changes in on the quantum level. We leverage those types of technologies to solve different use cases. So an example is with navigation and GPS. GPS is one of the most spoofed technologies out there. I think the president of the EU Commission just experienced an attack or an incident at the end of last year where GPS spoof happened. It was blocked. The plane lost its navigation and had to be able to land on short notice. What we are trying to do at Sandbox, an example of where we're applying quantum technology, is apply quantum sensors to planes, be able to understand where the plane is relative to the magnetic field of the Earth that's been imprinted into the crust of the Earth, same types of magnetic fields that we play around with our compass and other things as well, and then be able to navigate the plane relative to where it is in the Earth. So there we leverage quantum sensors to understand where the plane is. We leverage our AI to be able to take that signal, filter out the noise, and then be able to confidently guide the plane. So we're really looking at different ways to be able to apply AI and quantum technologies to solve some of these really interesting problems. When it comes to cryptography...
So in that would be around physical AI, right?
That would be physical AI, yeah. Yeah, when it comes to cryptography, and we span across the board in terms of the number of different use cases we solve for, really at the core is we want to take quantum technologies and AI and solve a broad range of use cases. So that navigation one is one that that is one example. And it's not just airplanes. I mean, we're working with submarine manufacturers to be able to navigate submarines as well. I don't think we're working with anybody in any spacecraft or any kind of space use cases, but I can definitely see that there's maybe a potential for us to be able to do that and help out with that use case as well. When it comes to cryptography, I mean, getting ready for when PQC day or for when Q day comes is going to be absolutely critical. The date that was mentioned of 2029 is when IBM thinks a quantum computer is going to be able to break RSA is going to come out, is absolutely coming. It's going to be within this decade. And all of our digital infrastructure depends on encryption, and that's what's going to be broken and what's going to be at risk. So being able to upgrade to post-quantum cryptography is going to be absolutely critical for us to be able to do. And it's not even a 2029 problem, it's a today problem. What we're seeing in the conversations we have with different organizations is they're getting attacked today, and we're seeing what we call harvest now and decrypt later attacks, where adversaries are finding weak points in your infrastructure, they're breaking in, they're stealing critical data, which are the crown jewels. These are the mission critical data that's absolutely important for every organization, and they're waiting for when quantum computers are going to be able to break it. So a lot of the organizations we work with don't just see the urgency of getting ready for when Q day comes out, they see the urgency today that they need to address.
Thank you very much.